Let's do this. Booyaka, 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 shot. What's happening, man? Who's there in the house? Where are me funds? GAYJ is here. He come back with the win. Yeah, well, anyway, there's no one watching right now, but yeah, that was pretty whack, wasn't it? That was pretty whack. Pretty whack. Pretty whack. Pretty whack. Let's get some funds on, for crying out loud. Shut up. The blood clot. Seven funds. 7 funds. Well, we've all gone live now. We've all gone live. And here's GAYJ in the house. Just been out to the Blue Oyster Club. Loved it. With Heine. With the boy Heine. What's going on, man? What do you think of that whack fight, man? That was terrible. Whack. Boring. How shit is GAYJ, man? How shit is GAYJ? I'm not even being funny. He's so stiff. He was like Bruno. But the difference now, the old GAYJ would at least throw more. Now he's so gun shy. He flinches every time a shot even misses him, man. Yeah, man. So let's see what we got. Daz B in the house. It was a hug fest. Wasn't exactly a hug fest. It just weren't that many punches in the house. Right, let's go. Let's go. Taxi Slavery Box. You laugh my ass off. Hello, what up? K. Alexander, my man, is always there. Oh, GAYJ's been interviewed. Let me just listen to what this fucking bellend has to say. Yeah, we sports. I was getting philosophical, isn't it? I respect Jermaine. Yeah, blood. Oh, I can't. You know, what's he going to say? Nothing interesting, man. I'd rather listen to me funds. Right? Dyson Frey, what the fuck is this garbage? This is GAYJ when he's going out to the Blue Oyster Club. If you meant to fight, yeah, that was whack, man. I mean, it was just GAYJ gun shy, flinching. All right? Hey, you weren't first blood. Sorry, what to do. Shane Bongos is always in the house. Now, remember, I can't take no more super chats until June. I've only got Cash App, Bango G14. And if my man Ben G is here, right? So I got me phone, so I can see if me funds give me any Cash Apps live. I will obviously give me a message as well. I will obviously get them to big up. Ben G earlier on today gave me a nice little cash up. Yeah, so thank you there. I don't, obviously, at the moment, I'm making no money from this, really. Just me funds on their Cash Apps. So, yeah, my boy Benji, if you're there, thank you, brother. Lee Talks Boxing. Wow, GAYJ is one of the biggest bums in boxing. He really is. I was outraged how bad he was, man. You're like, so stiff, so awkward. It's almost like he'd been boxing a year. He was like a novice. The only thing he's got for him is his huge size, and obviously that comes with power. He has power, but now he's gun shy. It's like I've said it so many times, you know. Without GAYJ's PEDs, he wouldn't even bust the top 100 in boxing. That's how whack he is, and that's also shows you how much of a difference PEDs do, man. Huh? My boy Slatine. Yeah. Yo, Chubby, I'm a Shane Bogus. Wait, one of my phone alarms making some noise. I want to see Wagwan. I'm coming back. Wait. Yeah. Good to see you, Slatine. With your boy Shane Bongos. Yeah? Keeping the Triple B afloat with his £3.33s. Yeah, good to see you, peeps. And thank you for coming. I know it's late. I'm tired, bro. Shane Bongos reminding us that he's circumcised with a 5.5-inch Corey status. Maybe. Good to see you. Always good to see you, Shane. I'm sorry you got mutilated, man. I'm sorry you got mutilated. GAYJ definitely selling his cheeks for sure, man. That's probably why his footwear's gone, because his batty holes so smashed. GAYJ took HGH. Yeah, he had that big belly, didn't he? Dale Baker says, Corey time. Yeah. Underdeveloped Corey. Michael M in the house. GAYJ made hard work. He did, but I mean, to be honest, it's another one. Franklin had better speed, better natural boxing ability, but no real pop, and he's a lot smaller. You know? I mean, come on, man. Taylor says, I thought GAYJ would form better. You know, I didn't. You know, if you You know, my video, my preview video, I said, I'm not being funny, right? I don't want to brag. I don't like bragging, but this is a boxing show. We know about boxing here. I said, I called this fight more or less how it went. You know, I want a bit of money on it. I'll see exactly how much, but mainly because I bet it on the over 7.5 rounds, which means halfway through the 8th round over. You know, I had a fee. I mean, I really wanted to go, and I put a bit on GAYJ points. Those were the two things I said. The only value is GAYJ points and AJ over. And if you want to have a laugh, you get Franklin like 20-1 or something. You put £2 on that. But really, I mean, that wasn't serious. I think I'm probably about £50 in profit, which is better than nothing. Yeah. I've also been signing up to loads of. It's like a side hustle. I'll explain them when I eventually launch a Patreon how to do it. I'd make a lot of money for the bookies. Yeah, I mean, hustling the bookies, so signing up, enough free bets, all this kind of thing. So, you know, I'm doing, you know, it was boring. Imagine paying to see that shite. He got shook 3 times at least. Yes, he did. His punch resistance is worse than ever now. It's like now he's been blasted by, you know, Luis and hurt by other guys, Vladimir. Usyk hurt him at the end. He flinched. He doesn't like it. He overreacts when he gets hit now. He can't be confident in his chin. Can't be confident in his chin. You see him, he flinches, and yeah, I think he got hurt. But, you know, Franklin was always in there. But he didn't really throw enough. GAYJ's jab, you know, was the difference, I guess. Just his long arms. And the fact he was about like 2.5 stone more. Franklin living in GAYJ's head. Well, yeah, they had some little bit of a push and a pull at the end, didn't they? I was walking off. I was like blood clot. Yeah, Brunarito Main says, Trevor's back in the house. Yeah, my glasses are fogging up. Hang on a minute. What the blood clot. Yes, mate, it's great to see you all. Great to see you. I'm a bit tired. I mean, I've been getting up at 6 a.m. I've been hustling, doing work, you know. So, I've been able to get that many videos. I'm going to need to get paid, man. GAYJ Power's overrated, said Dyson Fury. He just doesn't throw with any conviction anymore because he doesn't want to, you know, if he throws that big shot, he knows the guy's going to come back at him and he's scared. GAYJ boring. He is boring now. At least in the early days, he went for the KO, but he's lost his confidence in his chin. I told you he's gun shy, and he's lost his confidence in his chin. So yeah, we get a boring fight. I like to say I called it almost perfectly this fight. You know, yeah. And, you know, we had Wang Chai, aka Alex James, aka Spencer Fury. Let me tell you what's going to happen in this fight. It's going to be over within 4 rounds. Spencer, you know shit all about boxing. You know shit all about anything. You're a grass, and you grass the wrong guy. How's your pal? How are your 2 co-conspirators, by the way, you pussy hole? He wouldn't come on this. He's got another. He's got a third alias. He's called Boxing Merker or something like that. Merker Boxing. He came on his channel for, got rinsed. He hasn't been seen since, but he's wrong in it. Even without weightlifting, he's trash. Yeah, he's PEDs. Interesting videos. What's up, my man? Hey guys, the biggest shithouse in the history of boxing. Put him in with the elite and he gets ended. Yeah, I mean, he really is. As I said again, and this is, I don't, you know, why not say it again and again? He has only got as far as he can because of his drugs, and he had the frame. He had the frame, 6'6" frame, the broad shoulders, the long arms. They pumped him full of drugs and pushed him out there. If he was normal, he wouldn't be in the top 100. He's an utter bum. What did Tyson Fury say? Let me tell you about, he was talking about David Price or Audley Harrison. Yeah, Audley Harrison. Anthony Johnson is the biggest bum inside of boxing. And you know his gay lover, Ben Haney. I'll knock him out on the night as well. Yeah, unfortunately, Tyson's been a dickhead too, so, you know. Michael M. Can't wait for that big bang and the juggernaut to lift boxing. Yeah, that is a good fight. I mean, obviously, Joyce is the heavy favorite, but these guys are going to bring it. We're going to get a proper heavyweight fight. Guys who aren't scared. Guys who can bang and got good shins. John Smith, where's the piss bottle? Yeah, I haven't had a piss bottle. I never really had a piss bottle. I just run to the toilet. The piss bottle is time move, bruv. I know I look a bit like, you know, like free time tonight, blood, but no. yeah, you know, so the piss pot I used to run, blood, and I'm not to get my drink on, so I don't need to wee all the time. You get me? Without further ado, never mind the PEDs. No skins, no wins. Yeah, honey can bring the shiny, but it's just not the same, man. Without skins, it's basically, yeah. Is it boxing or is it PEDs or is it just skins? No skins, no wins. Skins is sitting there talking to his new boo, Raj or whatever. He goes, I told you, didn't I? Anthony can't be anything without me. Yeah. He still rings me. He still texts me. Yeah. Oh, he's with Heine. Oh, Heine. Heine's the beta male. I'm the alpha. Oh, little queen skins. Yes, engineer. 765. A dull, hesitant performance. A typical GAYJ modern performance. Because he is gun shy and a coward. Reese, my boy Reese, what's up, my brother? I said on Nordic Stream, AJ points or late. Yeah, good. I mean, I was very clear about this. I said the value, and I said, look, you know how you can look at someone and think they've got a good chin. I said there was something about Franklin that I felt he had a good chin. I don't know. He just seemed the look in his head and his face and just the way he boxed. I thought this is a guy with a solid chin. I was right. He just didn't have enough firepower and work rate, really, and he's quite a lot smaller. But yeah, I mean, I said it's not huge. And guys in the pub said, "What do you bet?" I said, "Listen, there's not really any good bets on it." Apart, I said, if you wanted to put a 5 down, put a 5 on Joshua on points. Yeah, there you go. Like I said, I think I made 50 or maybe more. I have to look because I got loads of free bets I put on as well. On what's it called? I don't think I might put a little bit on GAYJ points. I also lost a bit because I was hedging, but I'm definitely up because I put mainly on the over 7.5 rounds. You know, there was no surprise to me when it went the distance, but I was just being conservative with my bets because I like the cash. I don't bet for the buzz. You know, that's what gambling addicts, degenerate gamblers do. They bet for the buzz. Oh, I want to go for the big bet because I'm a gambler, me. Yeah, whatever. I go for the profit and loss, fam. That's what a bidding went down. The bidding goes for the money, the end of year profit and loss sheet. And at the moment, I'm about grand up already this year. Last year, I was a grand up in the whole year. Like I said, I don't put much money on. You know, like you get people that play. People go, oh, it's not that much money. Like I said, you buy a scratch card, you scratch it, it goes a grand. You'd be like, people, you can tell everyone in the pub, you'd be going nuts. Oh, I want a grand, I want a grand. Yeah. If I came to the pub, slapped a grand down here, right, let's play a game of slapsies or whatever. If you win, you get a grand. Boss, you won a grand. You'd be going nuts, telling your pals about it, putting it on Insta. Right? I make, or like you get peeps, like old people and other people, they spend so much time playing Scrabble with their friends, or they got like, you know, they do Wordle, Sudoku, the what's it called, the crosswords, and they get real buzz when they manage to finish the Daily Telegraph crossword or whatever. I don't. Yeah, that's the same thing I do with betting. I use my nut. I analyze. I think about things, and then I put my money on and I win money. Let's say you as an old person and you spend all this time analyzing crosswords, and then occasionally you win. But you're not getting no money. In fact, you got to buy the newspaper. I'm making money, not a lot, but I'm making money. All right. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Grand so far. AJ was tense, worried about rectal explode. I said this. I did a video. Is that, you know, his battery's been so smashed. Like, where is my fucking GAYJ little Muppet figure? There it is. Yeah, I was going to do a show last time, you know, a Muppet show with a GAYJ, but I was so tired when it came to it, I completely forgot what I was going to do. I was like going, and there's like, aka skins, and Heine, been behind me. That's the cheese, isn't it? But yeah, I tried to do some comedy show, but I couldn't remember the script, and it was whack. But anyway, so there's GAYJ, and he'll be going back. GAYJ will be going back to Heine. My hero. Then they'll swap position. Yeah, and Ben. Who's the champ? Disgusting perverts. So yeah, GAYJ is the bottom. So you know, firstly he had aka skin smashing violently because he likes it violent, innit? Them big Batty mans, you know, they like the the psychological aspect of getting smashed by a small man and being the biatch. And then now Heine's doing it all the time with his, I don't know what his status is, but he's definitely cut. He's definitely cut. You can definitely cut, 100% cut, you know? So he been smashing, oh no, that's Skins. Yeah, so he been smashing GAYJ, boom, 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 boom. So like one time, yeah, I do think you might have to wear nappies. I seen a thing on the internet, right? And people were talking about it. I can't remember what someone's pointing out. What the hell's wrong with these people? This guy's going, I've been in bottom, and is it? And they're like, oh, is it true? You know, the rectum just breaks, and you have to start putting like things to hold it together, like tampons. And he said, yeah, and nappies. He goes, yeah, I've been in bottom since I was 16, and I started having to do that at the age of 21. And these people think this is a lifestyle to be proud of. You know, imagine if you're a dad. You get me? And you're meeting with your old school pal. You're like, oh, yeah, what up, bro? Yeah, what's going on? How your kids? Yeah, they're great, man. I'm so proud of them. Yeah, oh, that's so good, man. So what's your kid? Oh, my boy got into Cambridge, and yeah, he studied English, and you know, he's got a really good job for a nice city law firm. He's got a lovely woman. They're thinking of getting married. Yeah, what about you, bro? Oh, I'm so proud of my son. He's so proud. He goes, yeah, are you proud of? What are you proud about? Yeah, what does he do? Well, he gives people blowjobs in toilets. They get smashed in the batty hole, and it has to take. He does this practice called fisting, when this man puts his hand into the other man's hand, into his anus, and he has to take drugs because it's so painful. And sometimes they will go deeper. I'm so proud of my son. He also does this practice called inner leaking. And this is, you will lick a man's anus, and sometimes the poo-poo will come on his face like ice cream. Yeah? I'm so proud of my son. Like, the other guy's just going, get the fuck out of here. You know, what is this pride of indulging in sick behavior about? Oh, of course, you know. My boy Shane Bongos, my boy Shane, I love my boy Shane. No homo, no homo, no homo. And you too, Slide Team. Or you're less easy with the cash money. My boy Shane, just give me another £3.33. Illuminati money. Thank you, brother. On the Cash App, he says, I like black women. What you like black girls? You know, oil driller, brother. Well, you can join the famous Oil Drilling Society of Boxing. You got Sonny Edwards, David Greenblatt, Diamante Greenblatt. What's that guy called? Caleb Plant. What other oil drillers are there? There's a few, but there's at least there, man. So, you know, part of a happy crowd, bro. Ruiz turned him inside out. Yeah. I mean, that's what really freaked him out. I mean, he was already a bit nervy when what's his face, Vlad put him over. You know, he's looking around. You know, that gormless look in his face, which is, what do I do now? But yeah, I mean, Ruiz just ruined him, really. And then he starts going boxer. He's not a boxer. He's just a paired bodybuilder. His skills are awful, man. Man, that would be the easiest fight Fury's entire career. What, GAYJ or Franklin? GAYJ, yeah. I mean, it's like he's gone backwards, man. Yeah, because at least early on, you know, he wouldn't be afraid of going forward and throwing, you know, like shots, big shots, right? Whereas now he's just terrified. So what is he good for? I'll tell you what, absolutely nothing. Except going on the Graham Norton show and anal leaking, all right? Eating the poo-poo like ice cream. That's what he does with Heine. Brown showers, golden showers, who the hell knows, man? What the hell has been going on with Derek James? You got to put some dick behind that, you got to put some dick behind that right hand. I mean, everything's about Corey now in boxing. This DJ is just another bum who holds a towel and comes up with a couple of expressions and thinks he's some great trainer, you know? None of these guys are any real good. None of them make any difference. If you've been in boxing that long, I mean, you can't improve a guy like GAYJ because he's rubbish. But, like, you know, I mean, you're not going to tell Fury or Billy Joe Saunders or Kaz how to fight. You just need a guy you like and get you fit. You get me? And maybe a little bit, you know, you have some kind of personal link to. I think that's why that idiot, who's the shampoo hair guy? What's his fucking name? Ben Davison, right? I think he just gets on with his fighters. He's rubbish, man. But Derek, I don't know nothing about him. He was an ex-fighter, so I'll give him that. He fought at a fair level. Dyson Ferry. Some Saudi sheik rectum is going to explode on GAYJ mouth. Oh yeah. I mean, some people say that's where the real money is. Eating the poo-poo, eating the poo-poo like ice cream. And Sonny, well, that's where Sonny makes his money. Believe that. Salatino too is a shit venue. Waited 40 minutes for a pint's few. But what did you go and see, Sly? Yeah, I think I've been to the O2. I'm not sure. I know that sounds weird, but I think I went to see David Gay. These Thomas Bonin, was it that? I can't remember, man. It's all so long ago, bro. Yeah, Shane, I'm just gonna say thanks. I'm giving you a heart, Shane, for that cash out. But don't think it's any funny business, man. It's just thanks, no homo. AJ combined the style of Fury and Lawrence Hardcore. I think it's flattering GAYJ, man. He combined the style of Bruno. At least Bruno would throw big punches, He'd know he's limited, but he'd try and get the big shots off. Bruno's another bum. I don't know if he's on PEDs, but I mean, he had a huge muscular physique. It's not really normal. Mitch Walls, hello, what up, brother? He has absolutely nothing left. Derek shit Zora without the likability, and Zora's an insufferable chutney. Yeah, there's nothing interesting about GAYJ. He's a busted flush. That's all it is, man. He's a busted flush. I'm quite far behind. Let's see if I can catch up. I've just been chatting away. My boy Dylan McGovern in the house. What's up, brother? Bootsole. Yeah, Bootsole made some comments. I said the fat kid done well against the batty man. Yeah, I know Bootsole. Yeah, I think it on my Insta thing. Yeah. What up, Dylan? Bro? Yeah, the fat kid. Yeah, he wasn't even so fat, but he still had that flabbiness because when you lose a lot of weight, you got that little titty. The little titties hanging down, but I mean, he was fast. He landed some combinations. He just wasn't big enough. He couldn't hit hard enough. You're 2.5 stone lighter, blood. It's a big difference, man. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Sorry if I missed things. Like I'm way behind. Like on the Triple B. Both class Asia. I said it's a YB coin. If you give me an LTC address up, bro. Yes, sorry, I need to set up a LITECOIN. Is that LITECOIN, right? Address up, bro. Yeah, I've got a Bitcoin address down there at the moment, and the cash up. But thank you, brother. It's in my to-do list. I got somewhere. My to-do list about this big, yeah. And all the videos I want to do, but blood clot. Black Uncle Tom's is a shit fight. Yeah. Objective incision now. So when you see Emperor Michael's video dedicated to you, bigging you up and saying he wants to joint load. Yeah, he did that soon after he came up from Edward Twayer. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, Time Move said he'd do a collab, and Porky even said he wanted to Zoom with me when he had the with me, with a bit of push and pull. But I don't know, man. All these things take. I like my mother's basement. I mean, yeah, one day, but it's not. No. Michael and Tyne, they ward themselves, but I don't take sides. I like them both. GAYJ says bad news was dreadful. Look, I didn't want to be there. Absolutely. I guess in Fury it'd be an annihilation. It'd be humiliation and annihilation. Let's hope it happens. GAYJ wound up because Franklin's been cuckolded. Or Franklin's been smashing what's it called? Ben behind me. Boxing classic top B tonight. Yeah, I hope you talk about me, fam. Savage Gentleman. Wilder would KO GAYJ early, maybe even first round shot. I mean, I said that even for years, even when Joshua was a clear favorite by the bookies, like 3-1. I said no. I said, listen, if that fight happens, bosh, I'm putting £100 down. Wilder KO. Trust me, he'll catch him. And there's no way that he would never get in the ring with Wilder. That is my belief. He would shit himself. He would lose all his form, and as soon as Wilder threw a shot, and he get banged the fuck out. His power seems to have gone, GAYJ, because he's too scared of committing. You get me? Louis Starossi, what's up, bro? Hello, big boss. Hey, gay. It's still learning at 33s. He's on the young 33-year-old prospect. You know what I hate? And I said this about Camp Bell-End Hatton, who earlier on stopped to go to the body shop, which seemed to land on the trunks. Very shifty. GAYJ 33 years. Yeah, we know what that number means. But I mean, the whole and they were saying this about GAYJ. Look, he's still a novice. This is after he'd won the heavyweight champion. He's still a babby. Right? He didn't have many amateur fights. If you go to Boxer, he had like almost 50 amateur fights that are registered. There might have been other ones, I think that's probably quite, because box rec misses out. I mean, you need people to fill them in. I think that's probably quite an accurate reflection. But most of his fights were at high level amateur class. And Rocky Marciano had 9 fights. Not Jonte. There's a few other heavyweights that had like 0. Anthony Mundine had 0 amateur fights. Became world champion. I mean, like, stop whinging. 45 amateur fights, when most of them are at top level, world, European level, is very good grounding. Plus, how many fights he had now? Like 30 fights was nonsense. Cam Belland also had about 30 amateur fights. Oh, he had no amateur. He hardly had any amateur experience. Well, he had 21 fights more than Rocky Marciano, blood. Okay, yes, I'm glad he said the commentary was awful. They ignored every one of Franklin's punches. Yeah, so I wrote like some notes as it's going on, and it's like typical British commentary. I mean, if you listen to the commentary, right, you didn't see no pictures. You think Franklin landed 2 punches in the entire fight. A lot of the rounds were close. I mean, like, honestly, I think I could have given 4 rounds 10-10. I mean, obviously GAYJ handily won, but it was more because Franklin just didn't throw enough. But yeah, I mean, and there was even things like, great right hand by Joshua, and it missed. It's just nuts. The British commentary is presented. It used to be fair, right? The British commentary and refs and the judges. Here's Layla Marish. Hey, what up? The champ is back. Love you, champ. AJ, let's go with it. Yeah, Layla is a lady who likes GAYJ. But I've said, Layla, GAYJ is a batman. He's not interested in you, man. You can be his friend. He probably like, well, funny enough, he doesn't, like gays often have fag hags. They hang out with women, but, they won't be kissing them and that, yeah? But, yeah, I mean, Layla, you could be GAYJ's fag hag, although he doesn't even seem to have many fag hags. I knew some guys back in the day, they occasionally used to have mixed clubs. They weren't like pure hardcore Batman clubs, but they quite often go there because some of the birds would go there, right? With their Batman's friends, because they knew they could, like, they wouldn't get harassed and all that. They dance nuts, wear skimpy clothes and that, because they knew they wouldn't get. And like fag hags will get loads of attention from gay men, but it's not sexual. But then you get some straight guys that go there just to party, and then come 1-2 a.m. these girls off their nut. They got a drink on or whatever, and they're looking for some length. You get me? They want some length. They want some Corey. And then the straight men are there to pick up the girls and give them some Corey. So that's a technique some guys used, actually. Black Uncle Tom's GAYJ has his main shirt lifted his back in his life. The main one's always been AKA Skins, the true love. Yes, I can jungly behavior. Yo, what up, man? Okay, let me try and catch up a bit. I'm usually it's good to have lots of comments, but White too dangerous from, I don't know, White's shot as well, further ado without Retro. This is where you're wrong, bro. This is why I'm very experienced. The free bets usually don't pay real cash to small bets. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. Now, it's very important. Okay, I'll give a full rundown of this probably. You have to read all the terms and conditions. They're all different by the bookies. They're a real pain in the ass. But the free bets will return cash. They just don't give the free bet obviously back, the stake back, obviously. But no, they return real cash. The ones that are not worth playing are the casino ones, because they'll be like, they'll give you back money. And this is what you're thinking about the casinos. The casino will give you, like, so you're winning. You're like, I'm 150 pound up. You can't withdraw it. Oh, I've got to pay the bonus through 50 times. 50 times before I can take it out. So that means that £100 you've got to recycle 50 more times. And I worked out, on the calculator. I go, right, well, if you're putting such and such £1 stake per thing, and it takes this amount of time, and I was like, I worked out that because I actually tried one of the bonuses the other day. It was £150 that I had in bonus money, and I worked out that I would have to play a £1 stake. I'd have to pay for 19 hours solid and win to get a payout. So I'll do a better video on that later. AJ said he wants Fury Wilder next, did he? Well, both will smash into pieces. But, of course, you'll get money for that. Aaron O'Neill, what's up, my brother? What's next with GAYJ? Dillian, Terrier Porky give a nod towards you in his own little vid on Pork's channel. Nice time. It's the Porky Tan, Jimmy, all this time. Porky's we had a push and a pull before. I told you what that was about, because I really buoyed up Porky, because I'd follow his channel when I had the old channel, and also when I didn't have a channel after I got zapped, because of the Coldwell incident. And I was very emotional, because I hate nonsense, right? So I was annoyed at that. Now I like Porky. He calls us spades, but yeah, Don't get me wrong. There's some dodgy stuff go on, and also like, I like Michael, so I don't do the flame wars against this person and that person. I tell you what I don't like, the fat grass. Yeah. AJ Frank, we're going to talk about. That's exactly what's going through my head in round 1, 2. And I've called him that before, but GAYJ makes Bruno look slick. Yeah, absolutely. Portia Smith. Are you a girl or are you just using that name? Portia. It's quite a nice posh name, isn't it? Joshua, shut up, it. Don't think he can handle the pressure. He talks about his shit. He's a bit. Yeah, he's blown it. He got a Nordic warrior in the house. GAYJ vs Joyce. Why not? I said in my video, there's the only big fights that counts are heavyweight. In the heavyweight division would be let's say top guys are Fury, Usyk, and just about GAYJ and Joyce. Any fights between those guys where they haven't fought each other, say, I wouldn't want to see Wilder, Fury again. I wouldn't want to see GAYJ, Usyk again. But otherwise, mix them all up and have a fight. That's some great fights, yeah. Luca Mora, what's up, my brother? Ref was a disgrace. Yeah, typical English ref. English. Yeah, big up, God bless you. English ref, English, what's it called? English commentary, British commentary. Did you notice, right? If you're watching the crowd noises were really unrealistic. They weren't real, were they? They played that through the speakers, or they didn't sync up. It was really odd, really, really odd. LD Phoenix in the house, my brother Batman and GAYJ stinking the place out worse than Hug Coley, yeah. And he'll continue to do that because of busted flush. Yeah. The only exciting GAYJ fight is him getting beaten up. GAYJ got beaten around the ring tonight. Yeah, it's not the first time, is it? Champ or Bengo, yes, man. Hey, Disco Dave goes, yo, Bengo G14, where you at? Remember, my cash app is Bengo G14. So if you want to cash out bloods, and remember, if you use the Triple B link, you get a free £5 anyway. So you give Triple B £5, you get £5, and Triple B gets £5. So you don't lose no money. Triple B gets tenner because the haters have switched off my monetization. Like I said, I wasn't making that much money from it. I was doing it for the love and for me funds, but it's nice to have a bit of pocket money. I've got a few side hustles. I hate that expression because like they always got this new expression and suddenly everyone starts using them. Yeah? It really bugs me, man. Like in boxing, they always go, "Oh, he's bringing it on in the pocket." I said, "Why are you saying that, man? You're just saying that because you heard it before some other idiot say." You know what it means? It's an American football expression. In the pocket means, when they were huddling around and all the area close by the quarterback, it's called a pocket or so. It's an American expression. It doesn't mean shit in this country, but they repeat it because I heard some other idiots say it. And the same thing with videos. On YouTube, people go, "Oh, yeah, I hope you like the content, subscribe, and we're going to bring out some great content." You're going to bring out some great fucking videos. Why are they suddenly content? Content is an umbrella to cover all kinds of things. You're talking about a video, name it what it is. Yeah, it's a side hustle as well. I'm saying that suddenly turned up now. It's in the papers all the time. Oh, it's my side. I've been side hustling for years, fam. I didn't call it that. I'm a hustler. I'm a grafter. I'm a grinding relentlessly like GAYJ. Huh? My boy Disco also I said another video. GAYJ frankly going to go to points. Got called the Fury Room. Yeah, well, stand up for yourself, Brian. Well done. You were right. As I said, I was right too. Sly T goes nice. Semper reference. Pastor Dr. Martin Semper. Hey. So they have this practice called feasting. When he puts out the hand into another man's hand. Yeah, and sometimes you go, Dima! If you haven't seen Eat the Poo Poo, it's been around for years, man. It's great. But at the time, right, I used to laugh and laugh and laugh because it was so funny and blatant. And you could never say that kind of tough in Britain. Because we do not want to bring this sickness, this is a part of Africa. Huh? But then I look back now and I'm like, he was right. Imagine bringing that kind of sickness. Imagine making it a human right for your children to eat the poo-poo. He was right. He was right all the time. Layla Marish goes, shut up, hater. What, because I criticize your boyfriend, GAYJ. He's not interested in your pum-pum. I told you. He ain't interested in pum-pum. You know what he's interested in? Yeah, I'll tell you what he's interested in. Yeah? This man's fucking Corey, bro. He wants this man's Corey in his batty hole. He ain't interested in you, Layla. You don't want your pum-pum. You need to find someone else. Well, I don't know. At the moment, all black heavyweights seem to be batty, man. So I don't know what you're going to do, man. Chubby looks like Cesura. Yeah, I do a bit. It's actually a GAYJ moment, but he look a bit like Cesura today. Oh, like I said, I'm sorry if I missed it. There's so much. Dyson Ferry, Wilder top eight. Yeah, I mean, a terrified GAYJ will get blasted out in the early half of the fight, the first third of the fight. This girl, Derek James, a bitter. When Spence boxed Brooke, Derek came over and even. I knew nothing about him. You know what? Like, I don't. A lot of people follow all the trainers and all the gossip, and I think they're all frauds. Oh no! I wonder who's GAYJ's next trainer going to be. If it's going to make any difference, man. Usually, the only things, when they make a big deal making a new trainer, usually makes them worse. You remember Harold Bomber Graham, the Brendan Ingle fight, the original one, right? It annoys you a bit because everyone goes, "Oh, poor Harold. Oh, he's the best fighter ever. Never to win." I'm going to do a video on it. Never to win a world championship. I'm like, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. What's Harold Graham's greatest win? They'll be like, well, now I read in the magazine that he's the best boxer never to win. He was almost unhittable. I go, right, well, he wasn't unhittable. Julian Jackson knocked him the fuck out. Charles the Hatchet Brewer knocked him the fuck out, both for the world title. Frank Grant knocked him the fuck out for the British title. He also lost every world-class fighter and others who weren't world-class beat him. What's Harold Graham's biggest win? Answer. I know what it is in my mind, and it's not impressive. But yeah, it's another thing. This is a cliche. People. So they got Harold Graham and they got some new trainers. Oh, Panamanians, we're going to make him more aggressive. Yeah. What? Take away all his skills, and then he got beaten up by Simbu Kalambe. I mean, a new trainer doesn't make much difference at all. I was going to tell Harold. I mean, what a stupid idea. Let's get Harold Graham to fight aggressive. Blood clot. What is? The thing is, right? It looks like I'm catching up with all my what's it called? My comments, and suddenly whoop. Frank got that Eastern gyno. Yeah, they might be just losing loads of weight, man. Well, I feel sorry for you, hater, says Layla. Why? What do you mean? Hater? What do you mean? That I recognize that Joshua is a shit boxer. He's a cheat. He's a PD idiot who's been handed every single advantage under the sun. And call him out, and I'm a hater. Okay, all right, sugar tits. Sure thing, sugar tits. What happened to Bellend at the end of the fight? You know what? I went off to take a leak. I heard a bit of excitement, but it was probably better than the fight. I don't really know what happened, man. Bellew had fight at the end. What Tony Bellend did he? I know there's a bit of grief. Aaron, what do you say, Aaron? I don't think anything about your passport. I saw a motorbike announced on the dress. Yeah, I have got a few videos to rinse him out as well because I found out more lies. Things like he lies about his height. He said he's 6'9". He said he used to be a bouncer at some top club in Chicago and the only white bouncer around, and he regulated all the local. I mean, just utter lies, and his stupid ass dreadlocks. And and you know what? It's one of the easiest jobs in the world. Being a you don't need any skills at all. You don't need any skills to do any of these guys' jobs that you see on TV, but that is the easiest one. You've got a card, you read out someone's name, you have a stupid catchphrase, and his one is not even good. What was it? The fight starts now, the lies start now. You're such a mug. Yeah, what up, brother? And the box review. What up, Chubby? I had GAYJ look like shit. You did look like shit. Well, it sounds like you didn't watch the fight. You did a good. You well done, brother. That's all I can say. My boy says, "Send you some money. Your class will win." What do you mean, bro? I mean, if you're talking to me, yeah, I appreciate it, man. Show me the money. Show me the money. I'm not in it for the money. And it's annoying to me that I have to come and beg me fans for cash money when I should be. I mean, it's always means so much more. But the videos were monetized, and they should be getting ad revenue. They only give you 10 to 15% anyway. It make me sick. So 33 is the number of shakes going to poo in GAYJ's mouth. Yeah. What can we do to get rid of Bellend? Man, they're all awful. They're all awful anyway. Do you think Tony Bellend has had GAYJ's ass? I mean, there's something. He's definitely the way he boys GAYJ, he had GAYJ winning every round, and then he suddenly gave Franklin the 11th round because he thought, oh, hang on, I haven't given Franklin a single round. He's a Bellens, I don't know, and he's bought anyway. He does all the Illuminati shit and stuff. Disco Dave in the house. Judging by this fight, Windmill would body bag him in the first round. Yeah, if you went for it, I would expect that. So this win land on RoboCop GAYJ, it's over. Yeah. You know, I don't think he'd take it. I think even the win would probably knock him out. Dean Packard in the house. Dean. Is that your real name? I hope they didn't call you Dean the Fudge Packer because that would be bad. But yes, Trouble. Yeah, great to see you, my mans. Chicken did and said, Honey looked like he was on the meth. Oh, I didn't pay that much attention. Was he in the house, man? Was he in the house? Did they wheel him out? Because he's been hiding, you know, because obviously Chubby spotted him. The Dr. FMG. Is that the doctor of oh no, it's not female genital mutilation, it's the other way around. But yeah, big up, Chubby. Yeah, thank you, brother. Big up to you. As you're not good in there. If Franklin was a feather fist, it could be the worst type of. Yeah, he landed his share of decent shots, Franklin. Yeah. He landed his share of decent shots. Yeah, my boy Martin Smith. Hate to say it, but Joshua ain't beating the loathsome Tyson Fury. He will be just messed about far too long for his future antics. Do you think they'll fight though? I mean, you must. I mean, surely Fury, I think, just wants a few easy big paydays. That's gonna be the only reason I can think why he's avoiding Usyk. And you know, despite the fact that GAYJ is a busted flush, he's still big enough to be a big what's it called dance partner. If that doesn't sound too gay, but you know, I would expect. I think that's a fight that should be made. It's been too late, but it will still be fun. And GAYJ, we're going to ass whip it. Mel Dixon, what up, Chubby? Yes, good to see you, brother. AJ looks like a declining tosser. He is pathetic, man. He was so shit, it's ridiculous. Roasted like I said, no homo channel. Yeah, no Corey, no homo talk. The Triple Channel son Edwards going to Arthur Daly. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's never going to make much money. He brags on it, don't he? But he can't have money as a flyer. How many tickets do you think he sells? I mean, really? One to Lyndon Arthur. No, Lyndon Arthur gets a free ticket. And, you know, I don't know whether, I don't know, whatever big Ghanaian woman he's hitting on, but he doesn't have any friends. I don't mean you mean, but he doesn't sell tickets. You know, like, what's his name? You know, Johnny Fisher, Bosh! He sells tickets. He got pals. But Sonny doesn't really have pals, man. I don't know if, you know, that's up to him, man, because he drives people away. Like I said, you know, Sonny can occasionally have a, you know, say something fairly interesting. He didn't take that, for example, which I respect him for. And, you know, but he thinks he's a lot better than he is in terms of being funny, and certainly in terms of money. Obviously, he doesn't know what real money looks like, but I mean, he can be quite likable. You see, you can wear the same clothes, talk rude boy, stop the grassing, though. Stop the grassing on people in the Wallingham estate. Stop the grassing on Danny Flex, and that was an awful, terrible thing. You should apologise for that. But you know, he can just be likable and still wear the same clothes. So he's a bit of a character. He thinks he is, you know, the wigger. And you know what? And they'll be, you know, but you tell people that arrogance. You know, some people get away with arrogance. He ain't one of them. And you got to have some charm in arrogance. At least Prince Nazim. He just back it up, didn't he? So you can forgive the fact he was ugly, he had a big nose, he was 5'4", because you know, he'd be knocking people out cold in the second round. You know, he'd be displaying speed, punching power, accuracy, and he was entertainment. Yeah, he's an idiot, but he kind of get away with it, man. If Sonny was banging people out left, right, and centre, and displayed the punching power, the speed, the accuracy of Naz, then you'd be like, all right, we forgive the fact he looked like a rat, he ate stone and all that thing. His friends were like Max James, Max, you know. But you know, at least I give Sonny at least had the decency, had the balls to call me out. The fat Max couldn't. The only thing he had was the ability to grass like a fat pig. I'm not going to answer Layla Marisha anymore because it's just boring to the GAYJ. So you got to face it. He's a batty man. Dyson Ferry asks, Layla, will you put AJ Willie in your mouth? It's like an undersized thing anyway. It's underdeveloped, but I don't know, it makes me sick. I thought of GAYJ and Corey. Oh, gross. I mean, probably one of the reasons that GAYJ won't fight Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury needs to gather Corey statuses of all the opponents, and Joshua's not going to get out his pathetic winkle, is he? Run with Chubby. What we got here, man? There's arguments going on. My boy resents different for. How are you, brother? Chubby loves his fans, no banter and no homo. Yeah, I do love me fans. We're easily the funniest fans, much better than the fucking Ricky Hatton's fans. Ricky Hatton doesn't even have that much fans anymore. You have to give away the Marco Antonio, but they had the tickets. It's all turned into Corey talk in the chat. Oh no! Talk about big plastic Corys. My boy Kenny Jacks, 50 eggs a day. Yeah. I mean, the kind of bum story is that's just a stupid story. Like I said, he's not any worse than all the other people that are juicing. He just got caught, or he upset someone and then he got caught. But he's still an idiot and bragging on the 50 eggs. So, like I said, I found an article about an Indian guy who was bragging to his mate, "Oh, I can eat 50 eggs like in that movie." Yeah? He ate 42 and then he died. My man Corey Trevor. Yeah, what up, brother? Are you an American? Corey's an American name, isn't it? Chubby, my name is Corey. GAYJ was shit. Yeah, brother, love the channel. God bless. And to you too, Corey, my man. Yeah, I think. Do you know, like, because Americans have been really freaked out because they had never heard the expression Corey, and Tyson's made it famous. I mean, it used to be a Cockney phrase, didn't it? But now it's become a bit of an international phrase. Corey, this, Corey, that. Burberry shoes and hat. I might have to clean up my spectacles. My spectacles again. Look, I wanted to show you this, man. You know, I sell a lot of orangutans. Well, I saw this in a shop. I love orangutans because they're real sweet. Like bonobo chimpanzees, evil bastards. They're infanticide. They kill children and cannibalism. They eat children. They don't have sex. They just rape. They grape. Yeah, but orangutans are really, really sweet, gentle. They're called the mysterious man of the jungle by Indonesians or something like that. Yeah, that's George. Do you like him? It's George. Good, isn't he? I saw him in the shop the other day. It's £45. It's quite a lot of money, but that's what I want. I easily won that today. I'll be winning quite a lot of money, and because I haven't been getting my drink on, so I've got George. It's good, isn't he? And there's a little one before that I had. I haven't got a name. People say I could call him Deontay or Tyson Fury, but I haven't got a name, man. I might call him George Jr. Right. Who caps out? Jerry McLean's one-time show. Yeah, he used to have the what's his name? That crocodile? Was it crocodiles? Used to wear the super. No, this is maybe one of those gay leather hats that Joshua would wear in the Blue Oyster Bar. That was the idea. What's that? Leather March. Not bothered about. You're talking about Leather March. I'm not interested in her. She's too boring, man. You know, just dominating, interesting, like GAYJ. But probably isn't. Probably some trolls. Layla wants a whole field. Generally, women do in the end. They also want the money too. What's my boy here say? Davin Sesk. As AJ shown Cable the ropes. I'm missing something here. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, bro. There's a big conversation going about AJ being a mug. Yeah, we know he's a mug, but Layla's boying him. All right, here we go. Roasted icons. I'm drunk at the money. At the money triple. I'll send you greatest channel on YouTube. All download tomorrow. Hand pink waving. I need to read. I'm drunk at the money. Triple B. Triple. All send you greatest channel on YouTube. Thank you, brother. All download tomorrow. Hand pink. You get your drink on, man, because either I'm being retarded or you're writing stuff I don't understand, man. Fury won 80-20 for his GAYJ. I don't know, man. I think apparently GAYJ said he's happy to take 70-30, right? Big John has called it for sale cheap. Big John Fiore, right? Or Big John Boss, Troll Balls, Chinese chow mein. I think it's pronounced chow mein. We pronounce chow mein. Yeah. We got some salt and pepper chicken. You know, that's all he does. You know, oyster mushrooms. Bosh! What a dickhead, man. He's like 49. Can't have long to live, man. I don't mean to be nasty, but this guy Dave, son Ed was upset because Prince Patel got the sugar money age 65 plus. Is that true? I quite like Prince Patel. He's entertaining, man. You know, I don't like all the girth. We've got girthquake and I've got a 9-inch dick. You obviously haven't, mate. You know that because you're Indian, right? You know, I don't spend time thinking about Corey size, but you know, the biggest are allegedly a couple of African countries, and then it's Western Europe's Hungarian and stuff like that. You know, like people have that stupid thing. Oh, white guys. Listen, white guys are by far the biggest Corey statuses. Like, there's only two kinds of male porn stars. You get the black ones, and they're obsessed with that creepy big thing. They push that. Yeah, it's another agenda thing, trying to convince everyone that blacks are the ultimate, or they're white males. You never see no Indians or Asians like Chinese or Asians like Bangladesh, do you? Never. Or Eskimos. You don't see no Eskimos, do you? You don't see any Eritreans. Now, so Prince Patel talking about, so my boy Andrew Johnson in the house, AJ, my boy AJ. But this is the AJ of the Triple B show has just said £3. Thank you, my brother. I will give you some love. I'll give you a heart. Don't get no ideas from it. Go back to Prince Patel. Yeah, old girthquake. I got a 9-inch Corey. He's 5'4" Indian guy, man. You know, the average Indian Corey is something like 3.5 inches erect. I don't like to talk about Corey. It's not a Corey channel, but it's worth pointing out here. And there's an article that's quite funny. It's saying that like they shipped over these European-sized condoms for the Indians. The Indians are like complaining and send them back, and they're way too big for us. So I don't believe Prince Patel's got a girthquake, but I like him. He's fun. He should just stop with the Corey talk. It's stupid, man. MF5 watching my Corey. Layla, I might have to put it on silent because you're blocking up the chat with your stupidities, man. I don't agree with putting people on silent and all that kind of nonsense, but you're blocking it up, man. In fact, I'm going to do that because you just. It's not because it's not because like you upset me, but it's just like boring. Yeah, put your time out just so you stop because all you're doing is plugging up my chat, man, with your stupid comments. Yeah, get out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah, Will Matalon. You're not part of the family that owns Matland shop, are you? Sorry. It's a shit joke, isn't it? How the hell will Eggy Hearn sell GAYJ's next show? Because it'll have to be against a big name. And as I said, I had to be, well, and it won't be Usyk, because Usyk has already handled him. He's already pieced him up, wiped his ass with him. Tyson would be the ultimate fight. You know, he knows you. Eddie Hearn knows he'd have to cash in GAYJ at some point, but he wants the best payday. So Tyson would be the best payday. Joe Joyce is not quite a big enough name, but that would be an excellent fight. And that would be sellable. Joe Joyce is one of these guys, you know, the average guy in the street won't know who he is yet, but, you know, he can make such good press about all the stuff he's done, the Kappa era, the nunchucks he's painted, you know, he's a quirky personality. He got ripped off because of the, what's it called? You know, they gave it to Tony Egg Yoker, the medal, you know, when he deserved it. He's a funny guy. What else did he do, man? Yeah, he started boxing at 20 or 21 to lose weight, you know, and then become like a world title contender. And you get those scars on his face, but actually, I think he had a childhood accident. But you can make something very quick, very good PR stories. So that'd be sellable. Otherwise, or Wilder, and that's definitely selling GAYJ out. Because, you know, when Wilder's on the floor, and when Fury's bloody hell, GAYJ's on the floor, out cold, drooling, crying, and Heine's screaming. You can't come back from that thing. Boston Classic for Lara Wood too. Have you seen Wood be more hesitant next time around, changing things? Yeah, he went in the ring earlier today saying, no, this time I won't bother boxing. I'm just going to go for him. Now, you can't go by what? He might be bluffing, you know? Maybe it's bluff. You can't go about what boxers say. They're talking nonsense anyway, as we know, like Tyson Fury, but like, yeah, I mean, it's a good fight. I would still lean towards Lara knocking him out, catch him at some stage. I mean, his chin ain't that great. That's the problem. can hear my alarm going off, man, bugging me. Well, AJ put some stunt bullying you should talk about Glass Shaw. He's the only one in Glass Shaw. Little Marsh was blocked for 5 minutes. Yeah, I did that. Sorry, but you're just getting on my tits, man. Filling up my chat with stupid talks and emojis like some, 15-year-old girl talking to her friends on fucking text. I don't need that shit, man. Yeah. Oh, my boy, Acoustic Gymnast. You're late, brother. You're late, brother. Wagwan. Where's Missy Rara? Where's Missy Rara at? Lito's boxing's gone to bed, I reckon. He'll be working hard. But where's Missy Rara at? That's what I'm talking about. Ah, cool. My boy Cal Cheds. GAYJ, what do you call Big Joe? Big Joe, yeah. He wouldn't. I mean, but he has to make one more big payday because Eddie Hearn will make him. And it'll have to be against a good guy. You can't. He's struggling against bums now. Like Frank's not a bum exactly, but he's not exactly Rocky Marciano, is he? Irish deplorable. I love me Irish fans. I've got quite a lot of Irish fans. Oh, AJV's Dubai might be the biggest and safest fight for GAYJ. Well, I hadn't considered that actually. Yeah, actually, it's a watchable fight. But is Dubai a big enough name? Well, they could claim he's a WBA regular champion. That's unfortunately that's sellable, man. That's sellable. Dubois is a fucking bomb. Acoustic Gymnastics. Yeah, please like. I get a lot of attacks because people don't like truth telling. So yeah, if you can do that, like, comment. Yeah, of course, comment. Subscribe, definitely subscribe. If you're watching this later as well, man. I love me fans. We have a good crack at. Robocop GAYJ would give David Price a payday. You should sell at Anfield with the Liverpool bin dippers. I mean, Price. Fury was actually seriously talking about giving Price a shot. I mean, I don't know. Acoustic Gymnastics. I was watching Ultra Tech? Me rival. After all I've done for me funds, you're watching another man's channel, blood. I thought you said I was the second best channel on YouTube after you, and now you're watching Ultra Tech. I'm very upset. Acoustic Gymnastics. Is GAYJ actually a shirtlifter? Or was this one? Of course he's a shirtlifter, man. You've watched all my videos. And you know what shirtlifter means? No, shirtlifter is the top. Because you're lifting up the shirt to go in the batty hole. He's not a shirt lifter. He's a pillow biter. That's the one that sits there biting the pillow while the shirt lifter is putting on the shirt and giving it to him. Do you understand? So no, he's not a shirt lifter. He's a pillow biter. There's a difference. Yeah, like I said, he's a socket. He's a catcher. He's a post box. You feel me? AJ, the batty man, Kang. Yeah, he's a Kang, a batty business. Dyson Fury. My boy Dyson Fury says, hope Tyson Fury watching his dad get cheated the way he watched Billy Joe Saunders get destroyed in dish. Yeah, that was weird, that incident. Especially travelers, they're quite tight. They always help each other out, I don't know. I think it was the Versace clothes and all that. But it goes to show he came more about his clothes than the old man, So, Chutney Ferret. Yeah, Chutney Ferret, if you think about it, Martin, you got to think about it because battery business, you get a top where there you go, like I said, you get the top, like AKA Skins, and you get a bottom, like GAYJ. GAYJ is always the bottom. Now, if you think about it, a Chutney Ferret goes uphill. Garden's uphill. It's an uphill gardener. So Chutney Ferret is a top. So AKA Skins and also Ben Haney would be Chutney Ferrets. But GAYJ would be the Hershey Highway. GAYJ would be the Hershey Highway. Do you understand the subtleties of the different terms of batty business? Luke Willis in the house. What do you say, my brother? Oh, come on, blood. New fag. Got another new fag alert. Why don't you show your face then, innit? So I have to go through this every fucking time. That's enough to. Firstly, why is anyone interested in what I look like? Number one. Number two, you see, I have no interest in being no e-celeb. Oh, I'm famous. Oh, I'm on YouTube. Thirdly, I'm sick of it. I don't know why I explained this to you, new fag. Huh? But, and secondly, there's the importance of trying to be anonymous in the world. If you don't understand the importance of anonymity, or at least some degree of it, because they all know where we are. Yeah? You're obviously not red pilled. You're obviously a pussy hole. Anyway, get the fuck out of my face. It's probably some alias or something. Probably like, you remember that the other week, the last one, what's it called? The White Bitch came on under his alias. It was called Jaden Anthony. And it came after a few questions. All me fans were like, fuck off, YB, we nuts you. And it's so obvious he was. He was like, oh, YB is much better than you. Oh, no, the YB doesn't buy subs. Why do you say that? It's so ridiculous, that pussy. So I haven't watched his videos. I've hardly watched him at all, ever. But someone said he just disappeared. He probably got worried because I was saying the last thing. Because I knew, I said, Jaden Anthony, you pussy hole. Miles Crouch Anderton, yeah, the data analyst, the diversity hire for the vampire squid, which grabs onto companies and sucks. Instead of sucking out blood, it sucks out the money. Yeah. So I suppose I'm going to give you a call, by the way, Jaden Anthony. Anyway, fuck that pussy hole. Yeah, website. Yes, it's Chubby. Now it's great to see you, my brother. Great to see you, my boy, Will Matalan. Chubby wanted in 46. Yeah, more than Daniel Kinahan, blood. Martin Smith, Ken Buchanan. Oh, yeah, recipe. Yeah, David Greenblatt. Probably didn't even know who he was, but yeah, announcer. I don't know how old he was. Does anyone know how old he was? He can't even be that old. He was a very classy boxer. He's Scottish. He was given. He probably Scotland's best. I mean, we'll see what Josh Taylor does, but probably Scotland's best. And apart from the other guy, the flyweight, they always talk about Jimmy Wild, but that was years ago. You know, I don't know what Jimmy Wild would do to Sonny Edwards, but the mighty Atom, he was called, but became very classy, and you know, was giving Roberto Duran such a good battle. Duran fouled him, but because Duran is the favorite, they gave him the fight. It was a total travesty. He wouldn't fight Buchanan again. He was very bitter. Acoustics, Wang Chai. But yeah, God bless Ken Buchanan. I don't know how old he was, but I'm thinking he was only in his 70s. I may be wrong. But boxing cuts 10 years off your life expectancy, by the way. It's a dangerous game, obviously. Wang Chai. He's not been back, Wang Chai, because I busted him, being the grass, who tried to dox and got the wrong name and got himself. And I've got links. I've got people who've admitted. Oh, I got the details off Spencer, so he knows he's in trouble because he's not a very intelligent guy. He's got IQ of maybe 80 at the most, and he's got this part of the head is called the prefrontal lobe. It's the part of the head that makes us human, right? It's the part of the head that makes us control our emotions, think about our actions, consider our actions, look into the future. Animals don't have that really, right? And so you get people that have got a regressive, like sloping forehead. Their frontal lobe, the prefrontal lobe, is not very developed, and the animal part of the brain takes over too easily. So they just chimp out and they get angry all the time. That's what Spencer's like. So he'll lose his rag. He'll send loads of messages, and then he won't think about what he's doing. He's a fucking idiot. He said, GAYJ is going. You need to watch this. I'm telling you the truth. He said with utter sincerity. It's going to be over within 4 rounds. Yeah, well done, Wang Chai. You really got that wrong. Like all the fucking jobs, you useless. Last time GAYJ shorts was that blood soaked. Was blasted his back door in office. Yeah, the horror. His nose was bleeding quite early, but unfortunately never really went. Aaron O'Neill, I'm more interested in how your mask looked real than any other mask I've seen. It's a secret, brother. It's a secret. I'm going to get some more, you know. I think I'm going to get some more because they're pretty cool. I actually thought I might actually wear them on the tube, you know, on public transport. People would be thinking, why's that guy smiling all the time? His expression never changes. It'd be quite weird, man. It might be quite fun, you know. I could do I'd go around wearing one of my masks or the hat one. I think this one's the best, right? But I'll probably get this. They might see my hands are not the same tone. They might go nuts and start accusing me of being a racist or something. Get me attacked. And I don't go out much anyway, so but I don't know. We'll go to the shops. I can record it in it. Might have some fun. I'm not really into that whole kind of that YouTube gimmick thing. Let's go out and about and do some crazy shit and ask people weird questions and film it. It works, man. But I don't really. So, post about who owns GAYJ, Eddie Hearn, the Illuminati. I've got some stuff I'm going to discuss about GAYJ. He's got some dark secrets. Dad, mate, gotta go watch my call and go to bed. Keep preaching for fans. Thank you, brother. Great to have you, Dale. I'll see you soon, man. I'll see you soon, brother. Chocolate brownies. Remember the super duper heavyweight Triple B says acoustic gymnastics. Anthony Johnson is my secret twink. I top. I apologize for blowing AJ's back out the last night for this performance. Yeah, thanks, Ben Harney. Just use your real name. Malcolm Lloyd, Charlotte Edwards challenged Sonny earlier today for. Whoa, really? Well, that dynamic's very interesting. And I don't know. I don't think they're from the same father. They certainly don't look the same, do they? Charlie's a more quite likable one. So Charlie challenged his brother Sonny. That's weird. I'd like to get into that. You know, the Croydon Klitschko's are having a disagreement. I mean, have we ever had? I know people ask this all the time. Have we ever had two brothers fight each other? You know, because Henry Cooper had a brother called Jim or George Cooper. Klitschko brothers, obviously, they were never going to fight. There was actually one, Harry Dweek or something like that. This is weird. I don't know why I know it. Some German guy fought his own father. His opponent didn't turn up. He stopped him. There was Joe Bugner, Sr., was still fighting when J.A. Bugner, his son, was a pro heavyweight. They didn't fight. I wonder if there's ever been two brothers who actually fought. Oh, the Cray brothers allegedly fought. You know, in one of them unlicensed things. But Sonny Edwards is a good fight. I'm not even being stupid. That's actually quite a good fight. I would actually be very interested in that, mainly because of the family input. But and it's not like So if the Klitschko's were going to fight themselves, Vladimir and Vitaly, I think Vitaly was always the top dog. Unfortunately, he had the injuries, but Vladimir might have slightly better skills, but Vitaly had the toughness, the teak toughness, and the power. But if they fought each other, someone's getting badly hurt because the heavyweights can both punch. If Charlie and Sonny Edwards is, no one's going to get hurt. Someone's going to get outpointed. But I think the dynamics is a very interesting story. They could actually get a payday of more than 10 grand. Yeah, they should do that, man. Yes, I don't know. Send me the video. Did you get around to watching Everything's a Rich Man's Trick? Generously runs deeper than any ocean. Yeah, I watched some of it. I've been watching Europa, The Last Battle, man. That is something eye-opening, man. Look at the reviews on IMDb. It's crazy. Big Man, what up, Big Man? Big Man here. Do you think Big Baby will be willing to meet GAYJ? Not without his PEDs. He looked terrible if he's Lucas Brown. It would be awful. I mean, he freaked out, GAYJ. He got on his head, but GAYJ's head wasn't right. When he was on his PEDs, he was dangerous. So, yeah, Dutch feelers without PEDs, no. Yeah, I agree. Baby, I don't think Miller's that big a puncher without his PEDs either. Webster, Croydon, and Klitschko's. I actually wrote that in the newspaper. Imagine, it's just so laughable. It's like, come on, bros. Come on, man. Be serious. Talking about being serious, up comes Brian Serious. GAYJ is finished, bro. Too many beat him. Also, thoughts on Trump. So GAYJ, I agree. He's got to be. Eddie Hearn's got to cash him out for a big payday. Get him Joe Joyce. Get him Wilder, or get him Tyson Fury would be the best one, and then he can retire. Go on the Graham Norton show. Come on, I got a surprise. Guess what? I'm a batty man. And Graham Norton goes, yeah, well, it's not that big a surprise, Anthony, to be honest, because I watched the Triple B show and my Gaydar's pretty good. Anyway, GAYJ's legs bent like coons. They're very heavy, weren't they? Very heavy. I saw a question. I want to answer. I can't remember. Maybe I lost. Oh, sorry. You asked about Trump. Trump's just another Illuminati pawn, isn't it? He works for a certain country that isn't in America but rules America. A certain country, a special country. Let's say that. You don't know it, man. You gotta get yourself a red pill, blood. It just finished, bro. I thought that. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, those are my thoughts on Trump. He's just another stooge. They're all actors. People don't understand. When I mean that, I actually mean they are actually actors. They might as well be trained actors. I'm gonna have to sort my fire alarm. Do my edit. Donald Ingalls sending recipe books and S&C information on how to win fights. Is he? I don't know if he's a fraud. I mean, obviously been around boxing. So I don't know if John and what's the other brother called, if they ever boxed. And obviously they weren't going to be good enough. But there's something very creepy about that gym since Brandon died. It's called PED bodybuilders gym for brown people who like to get their Corey smoked by John Ingle. He pushed what? Sonny did. No, he was initially against it. He said, "No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it." I don't know if it's changed. Mod Smith, the Edwards brothers tagline: "Ran vs ferret. Who wins?" Yeah, it's like them fights. Who'd win, a bear or a tiger? Who win, a rat or a ferret? But I mean, that would be genuinely interesting. I mean, I don't think they would get the best payday. And Charlie keeps himself on the low. I don't really know. I used to rinse him a bit on the old channel because you know he looked like a rent boy, didn't he? He looked like a sort of 15-year-old rent boy, and but and also like when he got stopped, I put money on the Mexican. I just knew he was going to stop him. They're bigging him up, the Croydon Klitschko's, and I'm like, oh, man, these guys are just waste men. But Edwards keeps head down. I think he lives in Portugal. I don't really know what's going on with this is Charlie, that is. Oh, Michael. John and Dom and Ingle never boxed. Right. Did they not know if you're amateurs? I mean, also, I knew they did it as a pro. I thought they might have boxed a bit as amateurs. Maybe Brendan's like, look, guys, this is not, it's a dangerous game. It's not your game. They're probably comfortable. I mean, people always talk about Brendan. Oh, Naz didn't sort him out. Naz, listen, he made a lot of money off Naz. He got imagine this, right? He had most trainer deals are 10% until the fight gets really big, and then maybe they'll negotiate a salary because Brendan Ingle charged Nazim 25%, right? So when Nazim's only 10 mil, what does Brendan deserve 2.5 mil? Come on, bro. Yeah, in some ways he did a lot of the groundwork for Nazim. I understand that. He used to be obsessed with money. There's that interview when he goes, "What else are you going to do? What else are you going to do? You're going to make all the Irish rich." And Nazim was looking at him going, all you do is talk about money. And I read something in the Nazim book, and Nazim, there's a few books, I'm going to review them, but when he gets his own way, he's like, look, he's unreasonable, like, Brendan, I'm making all this money. He wants 25% of my money. Is that fair? I'm the one risking my ass, my head. And also, the Prince, Naz is like the world champion. He's like, he wants to put a training camp, just him and Brendan. And the assistant trainers, that's it, no one else. But Brendan insisted, no, you'll have to train in the gym with all the other amateurs and everyone else. And he's paying 25%. Oh, come on, bro. Brendan was very unreasonable there. I'm sorry, man. I know he's done a lot of good things, and Brendan must be living in a good house, He must have made millions off his fighters. I mean, even if he just made 1 million, and it would be more than that, 2 million, that's enough to get a nice house. So he would have brought up the Eagle, John and Dom pretty middle class. So he probably said, like, just don't get into that boxing game, man. Taboo said Johnny Nuts had a big dog in the English showers. Why did I talk about coins, man? I mean, it's truly sickening. Kel Brooks is Brian serious. I reckon there's some male prostitute film just don't cut on his house thoughts. Yeah, or just some kind of other batty mans that he's been fiddling with. I don't know if it's an escort or not, but he's got some funny stories. I told you, right? I heard from someone who went up to the Ingle gym, like journalists say, and he went to the Ingle gym, and he's talking to everyone and all that, and Kel Brook comes in, and then he's changing his hair. He's bragging. Oh, yeah, yesterday I fucked someone's dick in it. I went to the club and I meet someone and I sucked his dick. No shame. He was bragging on sucking dick. What kind of sickness is that? What do you know about that, homeboy? How's GAYJ going to celebrate tonight? Probably having fufu and fried plantains and getting Heine to smash his batty hole out. Flexing all the juice, yeah, clearly, man. And he feeds it to, his fighters, like Kid Galahad, people like that. Edda's brothers for all the cheese, all the marbles, all the cheese. Yeah, it's a good fight, man. It might sell out your call. Tyne got bombed in English shows. Hopefully not. I like Tyne. He doesn't approach batty business. He doesn't talk a lot about the batty business. I don't know, man. I heard someone say that there was evidence that I don't know, man. I think it's bullshit, but I hope he didn't get into no batty business with anyone. He did say like Tyne, because I've been in the showers with Kel, and he never once had a hard on. So I don't know if he's gay or not. He obviously does know he's gay, 100%. You know, you can't just say that. He's a mate as well, isn't he? He's a mate. You know, they were club mates, so he can't be too disrespectful. But you know, I mean, everyone knows. I mean, if it's, you know, 20 years ago, Kell Brook's bragging about sucking man's dick openly in the change room of the Ingle gym. So come on, man. That's to a stranger as well. Yeah, I thought I went to some club mate, this fella, and thucked his dick. Fucking, I can't do his accent, but you know what I'm talking about. Martin Smith, an Irish team. Bonnie Eastwood screwed McGuigan. Oh, as champion had to fight in Texas. Yeah, and under the boiling sun against Steve Cruz. This seriously pale guy against this tan maker. But Bonnie McGuigan's a scumbag as well, by the way. So he's ripped fighters off as well. So you know, he's not a nice person as well. If you ask anyone, he's not a nice person. He loves a pound note, and he's done people in the back. He asks people for tenors just to have a picture of it. He's a piece of chip. Tabu, it's not his name. His name is Time Donald. He's got interest. I've got interest in serial killers too. But yeah, he's got interest in right. I've got 46 funds. I mean, if I'd had super chats, I know I would have, you know, I could have bolstered me takers. Right, let's see what we've got. So tonight, I want to get freaky with you. Let me lick you up and down till you say stop. That's probably what Heine's singing to GAYJ. Oh, you were such a champ. Oh no, think about it. You have Oxford, you won every round. It's like Spencer Fearon. No, not Spencer Fearon. There's another idiot bum licker. Spencer Oliver goes, no, you went, right? You went close to beating the pound for pound fighter in the world. After the GAYJ just lost every single round but one, and even that is questionable against Usyk in the second round. These people are such bum lickers. So yeah, kindly today I've had Ben G in the house. Give me 369. And my boy Shane Morgan. Give me the Mason 333. And my boy AJ Andrew Johnson who give me £2. Thank you, brothers. So that's nice. I mean, it's nice to have some love. Let's see if we've got any more comments coming in, man. Tyan, the Ripper, King Hercules. Dr. Female Genital Mutilation says, McGuigan is a bully. I mean, I guess you don't mean physically because he's a featherweight. Yeah, he might be a good boxer, but he's a featherweight. You can't be that much of a bully. Psychologically, very possibly. I don't know. Is his son nice? I don't know. Bella needs putting down. He's a bit of an idiot, but I've seen way worse. I'll be honest with you. He doesn't offend me nearly as much as some of the other ones, but he's a bit of an idiot, man. I just want to get all my safety to me, man, from kids and all those cliches. Oh, Mr. Moyes, Tan the Truth Booth, aka Town Buddy. Yeah, I haven't seen him for about a week. I mean, I don't think I've seen him a load. They play R. Kelly to Bobby. Let me lick you up and down. What's R. Kelly's favorite? Isn't he a nonce, R. Kelly? He's in prison, right? Isn't he? And he's in prison. Old jug ears slurping GAYJ. Oh. GAYJ. Yeah. Mike said, McGuigan been bitter since. Losing his brother to suicide hurt him bad. Did he? Did his daughter die as well, I think? I don't know whether it's suicide or cancer. Yeah, those are not good things to go through, but apparently he's also a prick, so it's a shame, but he's still a prick. Okay, who do you, Mr. Morley, who do you think wins? Haney v. Loma. Right, so Lomachenko, right? In my mind, despite the fact he lost 2 pro fights, he only lost 1 amateur fight, 397 fights. Lomachenko's one of the best fighters I've ever seen, and the best ever. He would not be regarded as such, and the reason for that is he just too high in weight. Look at him with these guys. What is he fight at? Lightweight now? I don't even remember. It was junior lightweight, whatever. But he looks so much smaller than them, and he's still around the same height he was as I think when he turned pro, or maybe as an amateur, but just look at the difference. He's got small shoulders and small arms, but his boxing range is the best I've ever seen. You know, his movement, his accuracy, you know, his boxing brain. Oh, that's the other cliche I hate. Oh, his boxing IQ is really good. You know, one person started using that now every fight. They discuss someone's boxing IQ. It's bullshit, man. But yeah, but he's an intelligent boss. And you know, in the second fight, which he lost closely against a guy who cheated the weight and kept on hitting him low. You know, his second fight, he lost on points closely. He fought for the world title. His first fight fought a world class guy, but he just. I believe he's fighting too high weight with too much disadvantage, and he turned pro too late. So I think Haney wins that just because he's too big. And Lomas had so many fights as well, and he's getting on. Unfortunately, I would love for Loma to win. I do think he's one of the best ever, and he won't be remembered as such simply because of the losses. But so it's Spencer Oliver has milked his injury for what it's worth. I don't think he's milked it that much. I was actually there when he got hurt. I can't remember who his opponent was, but I don't think he's a bad guy. But he's done all right out of it, you know. He's getting a job, and a huge head. He's got a huge head as well. And but you know, that was just pathetic. The GAYJ thing. How can you respect anyone who does it? He's also doing it for himself. Oh, I'm going to get all over YouTube, and if I say, "No, he did so well, GAYJ," no, he didn't. How can people that spend their entire life devoted to boxing, you know, lie to themselves and lie to other people? It's like all those idiots like Darren Butthead Barker telling you how great all these female boxers are. And you're sitting there watching, going, "This is the worst fight I've ever seen." Oh, look at that lovely left hook from Ellie Scotty. Dare I say Joe Frazier-like, or something bullshit like that. What else you got, man? R. Kelly got 2 14-year-olds piss on his face. Oh, yeah, and worse, apparently. I see the Gad. Gareth the Arsehole Davis. Gareth A. Davis. His name is Gary Davis. Yeah, that's what he should be called. Gary Davis. Not Gareth A. Davis. He's a bella. Anyway, you got a might slap by Scrambled Eggs Ben. I didn't see that. What you mean, like, what channels are on? I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that pussy old. You know, he's got a website and he goes, the most read boxer sports reporter in Europe. No, you're not, mate. Especially because your background's in polo. You dickhead. Fucking dickhead, man. Mine's not ruling him out. I'm not ruling him out. Of course not. Of course not. And he's got a big target to aim for, like Devin Haney's huge head with nostrils like that. Like, ugh. But it's the size difference as far as I'm concerned. And also, like, it's a bit in America, so. Now this is a good fight. My boy Misty, I see my old boy. I think the only lady I got is Missy Rara and Layla. But Layla's, man, boring, man. Layla just talks about how great GAYJ is. Deluded, man. Stinks out my chat. But Missy Rara, where you at, Missy Rara? You weren't the last one either. What do you think? Who do you think was Tank these guys said? Now, my intuition originally was Tank. I don't even like calling him Tank. What's his real name? Davis. Javon Gay Davis. Ain't no safety on this clock. He was so proud of himself when he looking to all his homeboys. You practicing. Ain't no safety on this Glock. Ain't no safety on this Glock. But he does punch hard. His hand speed's pretty good. But I see guys. Garcia. Thinks he's a pretty boy and he's a bit mentally weak. He took time for mental health. He gets all upset. Oh, because of tattoos. He actually literally shit himself in the Reynoso gym, and he left out of shame because he was doing exercise and he shit himself. And he hangs out with kind of some quite fruity guys. However, he does hit very hard and he's fast and he's tall. When they line up, because you see, like, Giovanni's got a big head as well, like something to aim for. And when they line up, you know, the advantages Ryan's got, you know, of height, of reach, are pretty interesting. Who's got the better chin? Ryan got put over by Campbell, but what was his name? What was that guy? Yeah, something Campbell. What was his first name? Luke Campbell. But he did get caught kind of going back on the end of the chin. He does hold his chin a bit high, Ryan. I mean, if I had to bet my life, I would bet on Davis because he's more proven. And if you look at their amateur records, Davis's record is far better than Garcia's, far more impressive. But Garcia's height, and he still punches hard. Garcia's an actually bigger guy. So if I had to bet, you know, closer to the fight, depending on the odds, I might put a tenner on Garcia, because if it's like 3-1 or something like that, I'd be like, yeah, that's possibly worth a 10. Also, I want him to win. I would naturally go for Davis, but I would love it. He's a fruity, you know, Oscar De La Homa's little bum charm, but I would find it very funny if Garcia. When he seems a likable guy, I think he's been ruined by Oscar De La Hoya's, fisting or whatever, his kitchen utensils. But it's a good fight. Let's just be clear. It's a good fight. At least we've seen a good fight, and that's a lightweight fight that I am very interested in. Two punchers who both bring. I mean, I hate that ghetto. I always go against a ghetto idiot guy. It's so lame. Be your own personality, Michael Maloney. Shit Zora and John Fury don't crap. We wish they both go away. Shit Zora sounds really punch drunk, and I hope for his sake. I don't really care, in a sense that it's completely up to him. He's earned millions. He is going to be. You're not going to be able to understand him in about 10 years. Put it that way. Like James Tony. Have you heard him talk recently? He's an idiot. John Fury. I don't even listen to them, so I couldn't tell you, man. I just don't listen to them. King Dale Clark. What up? Are you a Kang or a King? Kang or King? King or Kang? Where does GAYJ go from here? He's past his prime. Sure, his last fights, he's lost. Fights once a year. I don't think his career's going anywhere. No, he's about to be cashed in, which is what we were talking about earlier. Sorry, you might have not got on the chat by now, but yeah, there's only the fight that he wants. He'll be cashed in by Eddie, and the fight that he wants, Eddie will want was the Tyson Fury fight because of the money. After, if not, there's a Wilder fight again, a lot of money, but GAYJ will get flattened, ironed out, and the Joe Joyce fight is the other one. Those are the only three fights of any interest, and he get beaten all of them. But he's going to get. I mean, Franklin, with a little bit of more urgency and ambition, probably could have beaten him. Cortez is the being in jail. I think no, it's a total mystery. You remember? Well, it's not a total mystery with the theories, but as I said, once Shalom got taken on, Jonathan Licht took on, became the CEO, the director of Sky Sports. That's when he took Shalom on full time, as opposed to just being a small boxing promoter, and he wants Shalom to take over properly, and they either found a reason to get rid of Adam Smith because he's surplus. And, if they can say, look, you've done this wrong, so let's just go quietly. We'll give you a bit of a pay. I think he's pushing back. He's negotiating a severance package. That's my opinion. Oh, he's dead. And then maybe he's in his own basement. Doughboy found his daughter this week. Why? Was she missing? I don't know about the story, bro. Fill me in. Like Craig David. Can you fill me in? Saying, why was you sleeping out late last time? Now I see two girls walking in the bedroom. He's another batty man, Craig David. I seen him in the club. When my ex-girlfriend, I was in the club. I actually quite like a few Craig David songs, ironically, if you like. But it was quite clear he was a batty man. And I was in the club with my girl. One of these upmarket, West End clubs. And he was sitting there and he had his bimbo, right? His beard, pretending to be his girlfriend, huge fake tears, blonde hair, absolutely no interest in her. He was just like, he was with his few members of his posse, his boyfriend, and I'll get my drink. I said, my girl's like, don't say anything, Ollie. Don't say it. I'm Craig David, but whatever, man. Whatever. Oi, don't say it. Craig David Monday. Took her for a drink on Tuesday. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, she gave me a bollocking. Do you notice GAYJ, Dillian Shat, and Eddie Squirm never mentioned the Jugger Chad? Yeah. Of course, because they know that they'll wreck him. And, they don't want to give him attention. They don't want people to call for that fight. Ryan Garcia is a good-looking dude. Well, he is no homo. He is. A lot of the girls love him. I don't know what way he swings, blood. Did you see after the fight they were trying to calm GAYJ down? Well, you're right. She didn't throw a tantrum like did the fighting Usyk. Yeah, I think it's called roid rage is what he's getting. I didn't because I was getting ready for the live, so I missed that. But I'm gonna have a look. Apparently, there's a bit of push and a pull. Who's that with the glasses and hat on that says his lips not moving? Oh, it's another new fag alert. Yeah, whatever, new fag. AK's lost ever since he lost AKA skins. He lost Rock. Absolutely, and I said that. Catch it. Shalom got bumped. Yeah, that's part of the initiation, I believe. That's really bugging me. That I'm gonna have to switch off that. I'm gonna have to find out how to switch off that alarm. I tried to smash it because it was going off. You get me? So what a fight views, AJ. So as Tuss Legacy 2. Many anti-Fury like to claim Wilder and Mug just undermine Fury. I agree, so oh, he's never beaten anyone. Actually, if you go for he's beaten a host of contenders, you might go, oh, they're not that good. They're hardly Ali Fraser. No, they're not. But there's never been the heavyweight divisions often lack depth. Yeah. I mean, even guys like Stiver and Ortiz, and then okay, the lesser guys, they were still contenders, Spilker and I don't know, a few other guys. I mean, you can only beat what's in front of you anyway. There just wasn't. There were just wasn't that much available. Yeah. David Jason shagged the bird 50 years ago. 50 years later, daughter showed up. Wait, David Jason, what do you mean, man? I've heard weird things about Jason. Didn't he have some weird club? Gliding club with boys? I don't know, man. Big man, yes. Finish, no, you can still get another big fight, but you will get like I said, you will get ironed out and cashed out. I'm getting a bit tired, but I still want to carry on while my funds are here. Oh, sorry, yeah, it's a play on words, Doughboy. So Doughboy shagged the bird. What was it 50 years ago? I'm a bit confused. I'm missing the joke, maybe, but the insinuation against Derek Chisora, Derek, I'm bisexual, I swing both ways. Chisora shagged the bird and so daughter. I don't know. I don't follow all the gossip, bros. Brian Sears, how's Usyk and Wilder play out? Oh, there's an interesting fight. I mean, the thing is, Wilder. Some people say, "Oh, it's a bit of a meme, the power," but I don't think so. Anyone has to be extremely nervous fighting Wilder. How does it play out? It's hard. It's hard to know. I mean, Wilder. I'm sorry. Was it Usyk could just outbox him? Usyk could just outbox him, but if he catches Usyk a couple of times, also Usyk is 36, and his style is based on fitness, which is fine. But like reflexes, be light on his feet. These things start to go when you're that age. I mean, if that fight was called, I wouldn't be comfortable betting my life on it, but I probably edge towards Usyk on points. But I wouldn't be surprised to. I don't like the idea of thinking of Usyk getting knocked out by a guy, but I need carbon monoxide alarm. Keep fucking. Couldn't find it fucking weeks. Yeah, it makes noise. Oh, mate, it drives me mad. All these so-called stupid contraptions that are meant to help your life and save your life. They don't do shit except annoy you and give the powers that be another reason. Come and check on you all the time and monitor you. Oh, fuck off, man. I hate this. Yeah, it's really bugging me, man. I reckon I got about another. What time is it? 1 a.m. Just give it. Maybe if anybody wants to give me some cash out love, please do. I'll give it another 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Let's start. I got 44 peeps. So, yeah, hello, 44 peeps. What are your favorite boxes of all time? The funny thing is, like, the boxes that I like, I don't really have any. I obviously got guys like Rocky Marciano and stuff, but, I found out Jack Dempsey, by the way, is a Mason, was. I knew Jack Johnson, Sugar Ray Robinson, and Joe Frazier were Masons, but so was Dempsey. So that took the shine off me for Dempsey. But the fighters I liked when I was young are different to the fighters that I like now. I didn't used to like Marciano because I thought he was a bit of a bully and dirty. But now I realise how incredible his story was. He started boxing at 23, 9 amateur fights, and he was so small for heavy, and his determination, and I used to like flashy guys like Sugar Ray Leonard. I don't think Sugar Ray's a bad guy now. He's not like the idiots you have these days, but I'm probably more of a Hagler guy now. I don't really have. I don't sit there and go, oh, this is my favorite. Duran, obviously. Duran I didn't like when I was young because I thought again he was a bit of a bully, and I couldn't appreciate his skill set. It's very easy to see a guy's really flashy or hits really hard, to see their skills. But once you start learning about boxing, you see the guys like Julio Cesar Chavez, Roberto Duran, and their cleverness and their skills are more subtle, if you like. So yeah, I don't really know, man. I don't really know. You know, Jay LaMotta, I can't have. I mean, nuts the way his punch power. He lost his virginity by raping a woman, so he's not great, is he? I don't know, bro. I don't really have one. People go, "Who's your favorite fighter now?" I don't really have one, man. And different things happen. They change their opinions. I used to like Ricky Hatton, yeah? The original man's with the fans, but you know he's turned into a tool. So, oh, that's interesting. Michael Malone, Jack Dempsey pimped his wife and married her. Fact. Okay, I mean I definitely don't doubt that. Jack Johnson kind of did the same thing, right? Maybe it's a Mason type thing. Wait, going on to my phone, I'm using a hair dryer on the phone. Doesn't turn it off yet, but now it's just beeping because I injured it. So I attacked it because it was bugging me so much with a hammer. But I missed it and I made a hole in the ceiling and I knocked it half out. But you know what I'm gonna do, right? I'm going to the what's that thing called? You know, with the switches on it for the electricity. What's it called? That box, fuse box. And I'll find the one that relates to it. And I'll switch it off, man. What do you know about that, homeboy? You feel weed or hash? It's very difficult to hash these days. When I was a youth, that was the only thing we get. It'll come from Morocco. You're very rare to see weed, let alone skunk. Now it's all skunk. It's all grown by, I don't know, Vietnamese people and stuff in the UK. I think hash is more better. I mean, to be honest, and I smoked it when I was young just to try and be cool, you know. And I didn't. Most of the time I felt sick. Recently I had some hash about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I can't remember. And it was more mellow. And I don't, you know, the greens you get is basically skunk now. It's super strong. I mean, I think it'd probably be more mellow to smoke some hash, to be honest with you. But I didn't smoke last year. I had a bit, you know, over the holiday period. But yeah, at the moment I'm not really smoking. So, yep. Sorry, I saw that just now. What's hard to drunk a master Manuel Burton? Yeah, he was quite a fun guy, kind of journeyman guy, but a bit more than a journeyman. There's a video on it. All the low masons just fucked over like that. I just fucked over like the average guy in the West, thinking might as well just slay. They're just deep and not even knowing. Yeah, I know, but fuck them, man. It's not my fault, man. Michael Malone is skunk horrible. It is a bit too intense, you know, to be honest with you. We're going to do a deep dive on Time Booth. Is that kind of sexual innuendo? Well, look into it. I mean, no, I mean, I'm not going to slag off Time Booth. I like his videos, you know. Like I said, I defended him when he lost the channel, with my old channel, and then I lost that. I big him up. I thought he changed the banter game. He's a bit more stale now. Like the early day stuff was incredible, man, just so good. But obviously, you have to tighten it down a bit because you got banned, and also like he realized the money for him is in the lives. You know, if you build a video, it can take a lot of time, and you got to edit it and get the pictures and all that. It can take a bit more time. If you still live, you just do it off key and that, and then and when you want, and so he doesn't need to do any work, and he gets a lot of super chats. So most of his stuff now is lives, but. Yeah, deep dive. I mean, I don't really know what you mean by that, man. If you mean slag him off, no. Why would I do that, man? Did you watch the Woodley fight? Thought stoppage was poor. I agree, but you know, I don't. It sounds weird, but I don't really care either way. I just like yawn British stoppage again. You know. Yeah, you probably would have won anyway. Back in the day, if you were lucky, you could get some red beard. If you were really lucky, you'd be skunk. You just soap. Once you got some nice Lebanese slate, yeah. I mean, I was never that into it. Like I said, I just wanted to be one of the lads that smoked it with other people. But I felt sick most of the time. The other times, I felt a bit paranoid. Occasionally, I feel all right, but it was not. When I got older, I learned to be able to handle it. And by this time, I was skunk. But you know, I like to be. I either do something all the time or too much or don't do it. So I ain't getting my drink on. I ain't doing no drugs, not smoking no cigarettes, and I feel great. But you know, I like to be. I wish I would kind of go and have a nice big glass of red wine, at the most 2 in the evening, and maybe have a slow spliff to smoke while I watch TV and chill out. But I wouldn't, I'd be just like getting drink on, get spliff, bong bong. You get me. It would go excessive. I don't do it. And I feel good like where I'm at now, like not doing anything, man. I've been cleaning up my house and doing all kinds of admin. I've been going out a lot more, getting out of the house, out of the basement. That is very true. Hashing many chat, all the blim burns, because the chat tops are made of plastic, all the holes in them, real pain in the ass, that is, Back in the 80s and 90s, without further ado, what are you talking? You're relating back. Oh, hang on, I'll get back to what you're relating to. So I'm getting tired. I'm getting a bit retarded. You know, when you get tired, a bit retarded, aren't you? You get a bit retarded. There you go. Yeah, without further ado, retro. Back in the day, if you're lucky, you get some Redford. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah. Sorry, I read that already. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. I didn't even get that deep, man. I just seen hash. And the ritual as well. When you're young, you like the ritual and all that. I just want to get my smoke on. I don't care about no rituals, man. Can't do it anymore. It trips me out. Yeah. Lebanese gold is nice. Yeah. If you know the different kind of breeds and that, you obviously know your stuff. I don't know that bothers. Does it get me high? Okay, bring it on. But like I said, I don't see myself. I'd like to see myself having a mellow smoke at night with a glass of wine, but that's not the chill of me, man. It's not how I roll. So I'd like to roll differently, but what it's like. Once it goes, it hooks in your blood. Okay. This is interesting. What kind of jobs have you worked? Also, ever taken Xanax? Xanax, yes. I mean, it relaxes you. It's okay. Let me tell you the best prescription drugs, which are by the way ruining in America. The pharmaceutical industry are drug dealers, as you know. And that's the best part of them. The other part is trying to kill you. But Vicodin, OxyContin, right? So they're like, isn't it like a chemical form of brown of heroin? Anyways, my pal was American. He gave me a couple of Vicodin. I took it and had some red wine. It was like smack. It was mellow, warming. So Xanax, the bars, right? They call them the bars, a bit, but it never really excited me that much. I don't think they were that great, Diazepam, I quite like a bit of Valium, Valleys. What kind of jobs you worked? Every single job under the sun. I worked since I was 15. Retail, KP, pub, club, cleaner, gardener, other stuff, office jobs, internet, advertising. I've done a lot of things, bro. A lot of things, man. No cash up in Oz, but yeah, there is. I think it's in the US and the UK at the moment only, and maybe Canada. Yeah. I know. Unfortunately, it's the only way I can get the cash money at the moment. I don't have a PayPal. I got banned 2 accounts. So I used the one for cryptocurrency. It's like I bought one thing on cryptocurrency, also using PayPal for about $1,000, and I got banned. It's pathetic. Yellow fluffy stuff with nice creamy smell. Yeah, it sounds quite good. You're selling it to me, but illegal everywhere except UK. Yeah, it started to become legal, but you wonder why. Why are they making it illegal? What are they getting out of it? I tell you what, I have been taking one of the things about if you stop drinking, sometimes it's quite hard to sleep because you used to just, and then your mind is so active. But I took these gummies, but they're not THC, they're CBD, right? But they're strong ones, and they help me get sleep. Except I get these weird dreams, and I keep on waking up, really disturbed sleep. I don't know if I like that. When I say the dreams, they're nightmares, man. They're nightmares, and I don't get no dreams. I only get nightmares. I mean, stuff that's like you get in horror films, like you see a beautiful woman and you're about to kiss her, and suddenly she turns into a demon or some shit like that. That's the kind of stuff. Or you're stuck in this endless underground area, and everyone's going about their business, and the NPCs and no one's talking to you, and you're trying to get out and you can't. That kind of stuff, psychological stuff. Yeah. Brian, explain crypto and PayPal exactly. What did he do? Yeah, all I did was I sold a small part of Bitcoin on local Bitcoins, and uh, they said they'd pay me more money for it if they could do it via PayPal. So I'm like, cool, yeah. Why did it? Doesn't bother me. And it was only like one and a half grand or so. Came in, I cashed it out, and then the next thing I know, they told me to ban my account. And I can't remember what that logic was. It's full of shit, and that's what's going to happen in the future. Everything's going to be completely electronic and controlled by them. And if you meet a bad boy, oh, you can't spend your money on that. Oh no, oh, you've been in some trouble with the police because you got in a fight when you're drunk, so you can't buy alcohol no more. We're banning your whatever, your electronic currency, so you know you can't spend it on drink. And the social credit system, all these hellish future dystopian Orwellian, I hate that cliche, Orwellian kind of stuff's coming true, blood. Yeah, I'm gonna be crashing out soon. Any idea what happened to Tyrone Spong? Was I beating 45 seconds? I think he's another fraud. I don't know, man. I don't know much about him. I always knew he was a fraud, so I didn't really. Like I kept him in once. Don't go near. Yeah, someone passed me some ketamine. But you can't control your body. I don't know why people get into it, man. I'm not really into drugs. I think back at the original X's was something serious, and so's Brown. But like, I wouldn't advise anyone to do it because it's no good. It's no good. All right, guys, I'm going to start to wrap it up. Aaron O'Neill. Heard you have bad dreams when stopping. You stop. Yeah, they're very vivid. They are very vivid. I've had that before. I often stop drinking for like 6 weeks, and I just get bored and get my drink on again. But yeah, like I stop and then I start again. Yeah, you will get bad dreams, and it's hard to sleep sometimes. But I think the gummies have made it even worse. Sounds like Red Dwarf when David's kissing his mate's sister, which turns a brain sucker. I mean, I have dreams like that, man. And I had women, sometimes had real sexual dreams, a beautiful blonde woman with blue eyes. I'm holding her on the waist and I'm going, and then suddenly she turns into, she shrinks to about a foot and she's got a face of an old woman and starts screaming. I mean, real scary shit, blood. Scam. I bet crypto trader said it was fake. What do you mean, man? You need to get it off traders. It's full of scammers. No, but local Bitcoin is a bit different, and they hold it in like the wallet, and it's not a problem. No, there's no scamming. PayPal just being assholes, just controlling your money and saying, "Oh, we don't agree that you can use your money for buying crypto." It's like, why not? There's some issue, and then they suddenly did a press release about 6 months later. Hey, well, you're now allowed to use PayPal for cryptos. I don't care. PayPal makes me sick anyway. Yeah, Burt Reynolds Sugar. I hate that plum. Do you like to listen to Burt Reynolds Sugar? No, is the answer. He's an idiot. He's a fucking idiot. He thinks he knows all about boxing. Let me tell you, Tommy Morrison had a great left hook. A great left hook. End of story. He thinks like one of them guys like Greenblatt, a lot of the American guys, Teddy Atlas, they think they're be all and all about boxing. Well, they don't know shit about boxing, really. They've just worked around it for years. So yeah, I got no love for Burt Reynolds. He's brown bear anyway, like a Joe Frazier, as Steve Five Barrows Bunce said. Yeah, fedora and a big lardy. Yeah, that's right. He wanted a look. He wanted a big fedora and a cigar. And it's like Steve Bunce, that fat, disgusting pig, with his Hawaiian shirts to give him. Let me get this straight. Right, let's not mess around. What a mug. All right, guys. I'm going to clean it up. I mean, I want to get something to eat, get some food on. I might review the GAYJ end of the fight. I missed that. So take it easy, man. Good to see you, man. And we'll see you all soon. Oh, hang on. He had AIDS as well. What? Burt Reynolds Sugar had AIDS. I've been reading this good. This good book. I'm going to start reviewing some books as well. And then there's a few good books on boxing, real good books. But not that many because there's no money writing about boxing. But it's the most interesting sport there is. But it was about Tyson. Jim Jacobs. And the other one, Cuss as well. They died of mysterious diseases, pneumonia. Yeah. It was claimed that they both died of AIDS, especially Jim Jacobs, who was a batty man with a beard. Anyway, guys, good night, right? It's great to see you. Thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for everybody giving some cash money. Much appreciated. Where Missy Rara at? That's the big mystery. And we'll see you all soon. I'll release some kind of video. And I'll keep going, man. But yeah, thank you, man. Enough love for all my fans. And yeah. I don't know what the next big fight is. Is it Garcia Davis? So yeah. Look forward to that. Yeah, customer. That's what time booth calls. That always makes me laugh. Customer. Not nearly as much as the Black Skellington, though. That's pretty good. Great stream. Oh, thanks, brother. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope Miss Yoga. Yeah, I'm sure she is. You know, she live a complex life as well. You get me? You know, most interesting people do, but yeah, we'll see you all right. I'm gonna end up on now, all right? So take it easy. There's a few, hit me up on Instagram if you want. I often talk to me funds on Instagram. So take it easy, right? Peace in the Middle East. And we'll see you all later. And yeah. George says goodbye. It's great. Look at George. Look at George, man. There was so much character, man. George. All right? If you give any money to charity, give it to orangutans, yo. Take it easy. Peace in the Middle East.